Tight.
Ready?
Oh, I thought we were recording.
Alright, thank you for tuning into Out of Pocket Live. I am your host, you already know. On tonight's show, I'm going to share some of the most personal experiences from my recent trip to Peru. My guests here today are two of the closest people in my life. Friends at one point I now consider family, and proud to call my brothers. I'm forever grateful, and it's an honor to share the rest of this crazy life with an animated pair, main characters with a sense of humor that can be accepted without judgment within our circle that the rest of the world will not tolerate. Two of the biggest dickheads I know, aside from myself. They're funny as fuck, annoying as shit, fellow low-life losers that weren't expected to be shit, but are still here. Now, without further ado, I'd like to welcome Mike B and Mike B. Turns down. Now, before we start the show, I'd like to give a very special shout out to one of my brothers facing a challenging moment in his life. Well known and respected among our peers with his accomplishments and commitment, one of our very own fellow barbers, the owner of Cut to Contrast, located right here in San Francisco. JJ, our thoughts and prayers are with you as we send our positive energy throughout the universe. We wish you a speedy recovery. Once you get back on your feet, I'll have a seat waiting for you on the show in the very near future. My heart is with you and your family. My infinite love goes out to you. Brother, see you soon.
Amen. Amen.
All right. So where do we start? So for the people that don't know about ayahuasca, how would we explain it?
You asking the wrong person, bro. You the one that did all
I know.
shit.
So ayahuasca, for the people that don't know,
a
short introduction. It's a combination of two plants located in the Amazons, a vine.
Native to Amazon, right?
Yeah, they put it together, mix it up in water, and make it into a tea. Drink that shit.
They give it to you for the small amount of.
Yeah, for the small amount of. Yeah, it's priceless.
All right. Good answer.
So yeah, everybody's been asking me about this.
Was it for the high or was it?
Yeah, and why?
Was it for the high or for the low?
It was for the priceless.
It was for the high.
He can't expose game like that. You know, he might want to try to sell it to us.
Yeah, you never know.
So he can't really tell us how much it costs.
So where do we start? Yeah, the whole reason why I went to Peru is to do ayahuasca. And it's a psychedelic, one of the strongest psychedelics ever.
In the world, Craig.
Compared to if anybody's ever did acid or shrooms.
Nigga,
it's like that. It's like that times like a lot. So the first day we got there.
Okay, let me ask you. That's what I want. Okay, so I've been wanting to ask you about this shit for like forever.
Yeah.
Like forever. So, up until this time of asking you, I've just had this. Thank you. My bad.
Speaking to the mic, man.
I am.
So what are you gonna ask me?
So this whole time I was like, did he just get off of the plane and hop on this ayahuasca shuttle? You know how you have the shuttle that takes you from the hotel to Disneyland?
Yeah, we went from.
So did you go to a hotel? Did you?
No, we went from.
Did you sleep somewhere? Did you have a continental breakfast, nigga? Did you stay at Embassy Suites or something?
We went from.
They had the ayahuasca shuttle that takes you to the joint where you're gonna be in this hut full of toucans and exotic, prehistoric, exotic.
We went from San Francisco to Houston to Lima, then Lima to Cusco. And as soon as we got there,
there's an airport in Cusco.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as soon as we got there, we went to the hotel and we were staying in Cusco, and then we had to leave. Me and Brandon had to leave BJ. We went to the spot. How do I explain it? It's like a what do you call it? How do you explain it? It's like a health center or like a.
They say it's a health center.
Like a psych ward, but not like a psych ward.
Okay, so you get off the plane.
Yeah, no TVs, no.
Bro, hold on. Wait,
no cell phones, no nothing?
Yeah.
God damn it, I'm trying to talk.
Retreat. It was a retreat.
Get off the plane.
Okay.
You get off the plane. Where you go from the plane, bro? Do you go to the hotel and then drop off your shit? You just bring all your shit to this place?
Yeah, we were at the hotel. We dropped off our shit. Yeah. Brandon was sick from the elevation. The elevation's no joke.
You caught an Uber, my nigga, or y'all drove?
No, that's not a.
I just want to know. Where did you just land at this place?
No, we're gonna fast forward straight to the retreat.
Okay, straight to the retreat.
It's your show.
Well, the retreat was in Cusco.
No, it was like an hour away from Cusco, right?
Did you have to take like a bus or something to get there?
Yeah, it was like an hour bus ride.
Did you have like it was like a
See, that's what I'm
community
trying to
bus?
ask, but-
like
okay,
like,
nobody wants to tell me this shit until you ask about a fucking bus, and he
Was
wants to
there a
tell you about the
motherfucker
bus.
like sleeping on your shoulder and shit?
No,
Like,
nothing
like,
crazy. Nothing crazy. It was just a bus an hour away from Cusco.
Yeah.
Up in the fucking mountains. Yeah, it's kind of overwhelming. Like the mountains, like the motherfucking hella mountains.
Yeah.
So we get there,
Motherfucking hella mountains.
and yeah, we see some people were just chilling. There were people from like they were already
So
there.
where, like around the mountains, like just.
Yeah, it was like a.
Let's
If I had,
paint
the,
it.
I wish I had the
Can we paint a
pictures.
picture on it? Can we just?
Yeah, it was a.
Fuck.
It was a tight. It was a. How do you explain it? It was
I need to
like
know. I
beautiful.
wanna know.
Yeah, it was a beautiful area. Just like very. how
Like
do you explain it,
rural.
B?
Like rural, right?
Yeah,
like
but it was an
not a lot
enclosed
of like
little community,
okay.
and we had
Nigga said rural.
Yeah.
the men and women were
I'm
separated.
thinking like jungle.
Yeah, we had roommates. Me and Brandon were together along with 2 other dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And oh yeah, before that we had to prepare for it. So
How do you prepare for this?
we had to fill out paperwork about our like our we were supposed to take
you gotta
a
give like some disclosure about your
Yeah.
pre-existing medical conditions, known drug allergies, and
all
things of that
all of
nature.
that, all of that,
Righteous.
and yeah, BJ would have did it if he didn't say fucking he had a high blood pressure.
stupid.
The one thing they worry about the most, BJ fucking told him, which he didn't even have that much high blood pressure.
They didn't ask if he was ever paranoid, if he had paranoid information. They said you have high blood pressure.
He
And this
said,
motherfucker
yes.
want to tell the truth. I think I should say yeah.
We could always go back, but even me, I like I was asking Brandon, I was like, were you completely truthful about your past? And I already knew I was gonna lie.
I'd have
'cause I
been
didn't
lying
wanna,
like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I did
man.
lie. So
What else did they ask? So, like, what was on the list? Like,
yeah, like sort of depression or fucking anxiety. What drugs have I done? You know, I told the
depression,
truth a little
yes.
bit.
Anxiety, yes.
Like, when's the last time you
Paranoia,
did
yes.
this? When's the
Hold on,
last time you
lie
did
about everything.
Yeah,
Blood pressure, no.
No.
yeah,
But this guy booked his flight, got his passport.
Pay for all that shit, man. Damn.
yeah. So they said,
I can't lie, yes.
to detox 2 weeks. Nothing, no.
So
thought
you
it was-
lied about
I
these
thought it was a
2
month.
weeks too, didn't you?
Huh?
I thought it was
They
a
said
month.
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, no drugs, no alcohol, no sex, no jacking off, no fucking.
No sex.
Yeah, no nothing.
You didn't have sex for 2 weeks. I know that, nigga.
Yeah, no, yeah,
I know you
but
was getting high.
I didn't do none of that. No drinking.
None of what?
So
Sex.
yeah, and we were supposed to fast for at least 24 hours.
Did
and
you fast?
so they had us, yeah.
Damn.
That I did that.
I believe that.
So when we got there, we had to drink some fucking volcanic water, like 6 big ass cups of salt water.
Like,
yeah.
Is that what they call it?
Volcanic. Like,
Yeah,
is it
that's what it said.
volcanic salt or is it like volcanic
Volcanic water, yeah.
Okay, stop.
It's
So
salty
you
as
get
fuck.
to the joint, and they're like, do you have fucking anxiety? Do you have paranoia? Do you have high blood pressure?
Yeah,
Because, nigga, you're about to drink volcanic water.
yeah. No,
That's crazy.
whatever.
I'd have been like, maybe I should have lied because I'm not down for this volcanic water.
So I saw your Instagram story and you was chugging that fucking volcanic salt water.
yeah,
like
we
it
had
was
like 6 big ass
Fiji
cups
or
of
something.
salt water.
Why do they
Straight
call
up,
it-
it
why do they
tastes
call it
like
that? Why do they call it
because
that?
it's fucking yeah, it's like volcanic, whatever.
It's liquid
But I'm just
magma.
saying, like, where,
Yeah.
what makes is it actual like water that's like near the volcano or
Yeah.
something, or is it just
Pretty much, right, B?
volcanic, or is it
Yeah.
salt that comes from the
But
volcano?
it tasted like seawater, like salty
Okay.
as fuck, and we had to pound 6 big ass cups of it, and they have toilets lined up.
So it had a high volume of salt in it.
Yeah, so we had to pound that and get
That was to help you
whatever's left
purge?
in our stomach, and we had to shit all that out.
That's like a purge supplement, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, like
a
just-
flame.
Brandon said that y'all had the shit till it was till your
Yeah,
shit
till
clear.
it was gone. Yeah, till it was clear.
I just kind of wonder why they choose something with high salt volume.
Yeah, some people had a tough time, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna pound it."
Yeah.
And then they took us to the spot.
Interesting.
So yeah, we were just getting comfortable and shit, and we had to do it that night. So we were just chilling for a minute, hungry as fuck.
This is at the spot at this place.
at the retreat.
Okay, so can you explain?
So there's
But-
dogs everywhere. Like there's like fucking,
So when you get there, the retreat, what's it look like? But when you get off this, and what kind of bus what kind of transportation you can take over there?
Yeah, like what kind of bus was
just
it?
a bus,
Was it
just a regular bus.
Like a bus?
like
Like a
old
mini
school bus? Like
bus?
yeah, like
It was a van, really, right? It was a van.
We want to know.
You used to get
Okay.
right here.
Like, was
So
it busted?
so you pull up
Did it make
the
you
retreat.
nervous?
The retreat is an hour away.
Did it look sketchy?
How was the roads when you was driving to there? Did
It was not bad. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't no like crazy like fucking like one
wasn't-
lane.
yeah, it
He was
was like-
holding on to the thing like this.
Yeah,
Nah.
it wasn't that
And a
bad.
busted ass.
Okay.
vehicle.
Okay. So when you get to the retreat, what does it look like?
Yeah, it's like a peaceful scenery. Like there's mountains everywhere. There's just grass. Everything's green, fucking flowers and shit.
So the vibe is when you
Yeah,
get off.
there's- yeah,
it's
the
like,
vibe is
you
cool,
like
it's
it.
chill,
You like
yeah.
it when you get off, right?
It's chill.
Because I would have been scared as shit.
Yeah.
I mean, when I think about it, it just sounds scary.
Yeah, and then
I'd be
there's-
like tripping off everything.
Yeah, and then there's people greeting us like that were already there for the retreat, saying what's up. A little nervous, just trying to get settled
like
in.
indigenous people or just regular people?
No, just regular people. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So later on that night, we go through the rituals like the shaman. You know, and
So you stayed there and did all the preliminary shit, and now it's night.
it was like 6, 7
So
o'clock.
It's a lot of shit to be doing.
Yeah, they're 6, 7 o'clock. They
Where's
have us
the
lined up,
ayahuasca
and
at?
you know, and they do their whole little ritual shit with the coca leaves, and bless us.
Coca leaf.
The way they bless us, the spiritual shit, and then
Who blesses you?
the shaman.
How do they look? Like, you can't
They
take
look-
pictures of these motherfuckers.
They look, they're young.
There's gonna be a picture that pops up right here.
They look old. They look older than they are.
When you say shaman, I'm talking about like butt naked paint, body
Nah.
paint.
Nah, but come
No?
on, Bet.
Nah, they're
Come on, Bet.
yeah, but they're all like
I don't know. I've never
they
come
look
to
older.
fucking-
They look older than they are, but they're only
Like,
44.
come on, bro, let's
Okay.
be real here.
Like,
Nigga, I'm being real
From
here.
what
I
I
don't know
remember,
what the fuck.
and they've been practicing for like 22 years. So
Damn, they got like a double master's
yeah,
degree.
so they've been doing that shit since it was like
Yeah.
some young niggas. And then they gather us up. We go into the hut.
A hut.
Yeah,
That's what I was waiting for, bro. See?
yeah, and
I'm
it's
thinking,
cool.
I'm
Yeah, it
looking
gets-
for this hut. I'm like, bro, I know you was at a hut.
and then
I know you was at a hut, bro.
it gets hella
Thank you.
cold at night. So there's
Was it like-
there's sleeping bags.
How did it sound at night? Was it like,
What? Nah, there's there's hella dogs barking. There's hella dogs, but
What,
not that.
yeah. Oh, okay. So tell us about these dogs, right? Is they're running like a animal rescue or something?
Nah,
out of
there's,
this
I
shit?
wanna know
a
about
couple
the
of
dogs.
rescue
I want to know
dogs,
about
like-
the snakes.
Yeah, there's
The
hella
dangerous and the
stray dogs
was
over
it
there.
jaguars?
Yeah.
There's like four dogs.
Okay.
They're hella cool.
And that's
I was
where you
waiting
got
for the
that's where
hut.
you got
I know
Yena.
the hut was
No,
coming.
I'll get back to this.
It's
I'll
gonna
get
be
to
a
that later.
jaguar up in this bitch soon.
So yeah, there's like 8 of us the first night, and we're
8
bundled
what?
up in sleeping bags.
Were they girls?
No, there was a couple
She was whack.
from all over the world, from Australia and U.S.
8 people from all over the world.
everywhere.
I mean, yeah. So
And-
there was 2 motherfuckers from America, and then the other 6 motherfuckers from all around the world.
No, it was blood. I'm just saying, there was hella people from all over the world, and we were in a circle. We got comfortable in the sleeping bags. It was in a circle, and the shaman do some more rituals or whatever, and they give us the dose.
They was doing this shit while y'all was in sleeping bags or in a circle,
Yeah, no,
Was
we're
you
just
like-
chilling. We're just sitting down.
and so it was just normal after a while when they start doing the shit when you in the
No, we're
sleeping
just-
bag. All
we're
of a
just
sudden,
chilling. It's
and
quiet, it's
still-
dark,
they're
fucking-
still fucking around doing something.
Yeah, we're chilling,
Chilling. Okay.
and then
Did it make
And
you feel
then-
uncomfortable?
no, they give us the dose. Like they all give us the dose that from the information they gathered from us, and I think they gave me a fatter dose because I was
Because it was like this
more
nigga
experienced.
turns
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
this nigga turn
You
up.
can tell, we know he lied about everything on his application. Did
And
you
I was
fast? We know he fasted.
yeah, and I was
You
I
have you
was,
had sex? We know he didn't have sex.
and I was pretty anxious. I was scared, but I thought I was ready to do it. Like I was ready. I was anxious to do it. Like
So there was a
I'm
point. There
trying
was a
to be
point where you
sap.
about to pull back.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
So we all take it together. And then we're just chilling. So 20, 30 minutes pass by, and we start to feel that shit. And it tastes like,
in the sleeping bag.
yeah,
So they got you niggas in sleeping bag.
So you're
taking
just
this
in the sleeping bag because it's cold.
yeah.
Just
In a
laying
circle.
there.
Just imagine sleeping bags in a circle. And we're just
Everybody
getting
laying
comfortable.
on their back.
You know,
in a sleeping
everybody,
bag.
everybody's laying down in the dark.
I'm about to take some ayahuasca. I'm gonna need more than a sleeping bag.
And if I could describe it, it tastes like
Give me my oxygen tank.
somebody said
What does it taste like?
like Jaeger, like a licorice flavor with dirt in it.
Okay.
So we take it, and then we're just chilling in the dark, waiting for it to kick in. So every time I knew it was kicking in,
Just chilling in the dark like some tweakers just waiting.
yeah.
Like,
In a sleeping bag. Everybody got a sleeping bag. Nothing else but a sleeping bag.
So
and it's lions and tigers and bears and jaguars and
Okay.
monkeys, nigga. There's monkeys out there.
I don't know. They was up at a high elevation. Was there really like there was no
Nah,
like
it's-
jungle
Bro, he
like
said
wildlife,
hut.
right?
There's dangerous
There
shit
was
around
like
huts.
what he's talking about, like jungle like sound and wildlife. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the dogs. All the
Dogs.
dogs.
but
More than dogs.
Yeah.
you know
He was in a hut, bro. There's more than dogs around huts.
Anyways, all right. So go ahead.
So 20, 30 minutes passed by. When I knew it was kicking in, yeah, shit started to get blurry. Shit starts to get blurry. I'm looking around, and then the shaman starts chanting. That's when I'm like, all
What did
right,
he say?
fuck. No, he's just singing like
Like
his
the
fucking language.
guidance song.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, whatever, yeah.
Bro, what he said.
I forgot what they call
And
that.
I
shit.
didn't know that they take it too. They take a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This because they got to be there to like
Yeah.
help guide you through the whatever.
Was he
Yeah.
speaking in indigenous language?
Yeah, they speak Spanish.
Oh, my bad.
So that's when I started
Let's not
getting
be ignorant here.
I'm done.
no. So that's when I started getting
My bad.
nervous.
He's trying to have an intelligent conversation. I'm trying to get into depth here because when he says he's a shaman and he's chanting, I'm thinking it's going to be some. I'm not even going to do it because I don't want to offend nobody. But then he said he was speaking Spanish. Like, all right, cool. And that was it. He had flashcards and he was
So
cool, man. Fuck it.
So that's when I
get
turned.
it.
So I turned to my side and just closed my eyes, and they're telling us like, yeah, what I was nervous about the purge, like,
Yeah.
you're gonna throw up for sure. And I was kind of just waiting for that. It started getting stronger, and I was kind of worried. I'm like, fuck, when am I gonna throw up?
Did it get like mad dark?
Yeah.
It was just dark
It was
in
dark.
the
Yeah, it was
in the
dark.
hut.
I could barely
Did they have
see.
like candles or
Oh, no,
anything
like,
like
let's cancel all
lit,
this
or,
shit.
like,
Line
No,
up
there was a little-
application. This is it. It's too dark.
They lit a fire. They lit it like
Fuck
a
it.
fire, and they put it out.
I'm
But
cool off this shit.
it was pretty dark. Like Brandon was next to me. I could barely see him.
Oh wow.
So
How did you know he was there?
the
Was
shit.
he like,
He was
hey,
holding his
hey,
hand.
Hey, yo.
He was holding his
So
hand.
the shit started to kick in.
Hey, yo, are you there? Where are you?
So shit started to kick in, and I wondering when I'm gonna throw up. I'm like, fuck, what if I don't throw up? All of a sudden, dude, fucking,
Hey,
yeah. It was like
Was
violent.
there like a garbage can or something for you to throw
Yeah,
up in, or
bucket.
you just it's a bucket?
Yeah, they
Okay.
tell us to get on, like when you purge, you
So they give
get
you
on your
buckets?
hands and knees.
Like you're
and
praying to the
That's
porcelain god.
convenient.
Yeah, and you throw up, and
Okay.
that's when I threw up. That shit, everything just got
Porcelain god. They give some Lowe's buckets.
everything's just amplified. Like the visuals got hella stronger, and just that feeling of throwing up is it's hard to explain, but it's
Oh, shit.
like that shit.
As soon as you throw up,
What did
you
your
don't
what
start
did
fe-
your
you don't
what did
start
your
feel-
what did
Can I
your
ask some questions here? Did you start feeling throwing like you were throwing up before you was feeling some shit, or was you feeling some shit and then threw up?
No, I was feeling
So
some
what I wanna-
shit,
Wait 1 sec.
and I'm like, oh shit, it's happening, and then you get nauseous, you're like.
See.
Just blah, 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 like blood. And that's when
That's right.
that's when all the shit that I expected to happen, you know, and I was, you know, and I was reflecting on, you know, what I wanted to experience. And I was,
So was it like a heavy?
wait. Run it back though real quick. So my homie, right? You know, I told you about him. He was like helping or running one of those retreats or whatever down there in Peru.
yeah.
And like when he went down there for his first experience, he told me that when he purged, like, okay, first night he didn't purge when he did.
Yeah,
it.
really?
Yeah, but he was tripping, right? But
So your
then
boy
but then
working
he
that
said
shit? You been
but then
doing
he
this?
said like the next night, right? He didn't feel anything, but he purged, right?
Yeah.
And he said what he threw up was like this black, like goopy, tar looking shit, like
Yeah, because
you
that's
know
what
I'm
the
saying?
tea looks like.
That's what the tea looks
So
like.
did you see when
Oh,
you were
okay.
throwing up, being that you were in the dark?
yeah. Well, all of a sudden when you're throwing up, everything's lit.
Everything
Like,
is
okay.
like, it gets bright, like the whole dark room gets bright.
Yeah, well, fucking the bucket gets bright. And,
Yeah.
What
yeah.
color was the bucket?
From what I remember, it was like
Initially.
fucking some fucking goblins laughing into the bucket like little
Oh, see,
tadpoles
fuck
with faces
that
on it.
shit.
What?
Yeah,
the
and I was like, "But this is
kind of
fucking
shit
weird."
I don't like.
So that's why
Yeah.
you were saying like you were throwing up your demons or
Yeah,
whatever.
and that's what they say. A big part, an important part of that is is throwing up, like metaphorically and physically. You're throwing up
So they
all the
warn you
bad
about
shit out of
this
your
shit.
body.
Like the toxins and all this
yeah,
shit.
all the toxins.
So
Yeah.
they warn you about all this stuff that you probably might see, right?
Yeah,
I heard people shit their
That
pants.
kind of backs up the
Yeah.
legitness of it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Kind of
like-
backs up the.
Yeah, the first night I had to shit as soon as I drank it, so I had to hold it for like 2 hours.
For real?
You
Yeah.
held your shit for 2 hours, but had to throw up like right there.
Yeah,
I would've shit all over myself if I had to
It was
throw up.
both. But I was
Okay.
like,
Okay, so back on track. So you're blasting
I was
off.
never off track,
right?
Anyway, yeah, right.
Well, we went back because whatever. But anyway, so you're blasting off. Everything is like coming to you. What does it look like?
Yeah, the geometric shapes and patterns. You guys done DMT before. We just did that shit.
Yeah.
Not me. I don't know what the fuck you talking
So-
about. For you.
Anyway,
But I did watch Vice, and I know about this grid.
And that's always hard to get used to, like the visuals. Yeah, the shapes and patterns start to come. It's gradual, not like DMT where it just hits you. You know what I mean? It just hits you right away.
This one is like a gradual, almost like if you're shrooming or whatever, like how you know when you do
Yeah,
shrooms,
it's
and
gradual,
it's gradual. Yeah.
Yeah. So I start to think about, for some reason I started apologizing for everything I've done in my life, asking for forgiveness.
Who do you feel like you were apologizing
Yeah,
to?
who do you think you were
To
talking
myself.
Just to yourself?
Yeah, just all the guilt, for accumulated in life.
Yeah.
Like thinking about people that I had
But you start
animosity towards.
confessing.
That I had animosity towards people that, like I had a lot of hate for.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to get that hate out. And like it was working.
Keep the hate out your
Like I
heart,
just
boy.
Okay, so after you're done apologizing for all the wrong you've done or all the fucking shit, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, so what happened? What happened after that?
Right.
I was just telling myself, or I felt like it was telling me like to slow down. Like, what the fuck are you in a rush for? Because the way I live my life is like there's a lot of pressure for me to be successful, whatever it is. Not just money, but like scared of failure, or like just catting off, because I do be catting off. But up to this point, it's like I'll cat off and still get shit done. But it's like how long can I? It's like how long can I do this?
You know how to cat and win at the same time.
Yeah, it's like when is this gonna catch up?
I could do that.
Yeah.
And that's why that's why I wanted to do this. And after I was apologizing, I started thinking about all the people all the people that I love, like you guys, my family.
And so let me ask you, but
kids.
when you was apologizing, was you apologizing out loud?
No.
I'm just saying, because I know it's a behavior shit. Like, see, what I'm trying to say is, but
Hey, that would have been awkward.
I'm super I'm like afraid of this kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was thinking about that if I was going to be vocal about the shit.
That's what I'd be afraid of. Like, I'll just be acting an ass.
Yeah.
Super ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I would probably try to tap out and be like, you know what? This is not for me. I lied on my application, bro. I do have high blood pressure. I did it fast.
Can you please just take
sex.
this away right now?
Yeah, last 2 weeks. It's just not for me, but I'm not ready for this, but because that shit sounds frightening.
Okay.
Yeah, but the whole time I was uncomfortable. Like it's not a fun experience, at least for me. And I didn't throw up just once. Every time you throw up, it's like, dude, it gets stronger and stronger.
But I guess it's not supposed to be fun,
Like you're dry heaving and shit? Like there's nothing coming out?
Yeah. Or like nothing will come out, and then you'll be like, all right, I'm done. And then all of a sudden, like I was surprised at how much I threw up, because we fasted.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, where'd all this fucking come from?
That's like
That was
what I
all
was
the
telling you
goblins that
about
was in
my
you.
friend. Like
You had
when
mad
he said he
goblins.
threw up the shit, like he was like, I don't know where all this shit
Yeah.
came from because my stomach was empty, and like he said, like that shit looked like tar or whatever. Like it was
Yeah.
like some like. And he's another thing he said, it was like he felt
It might
first
have been
time
all that
he
motherfucking magma
he felt
water
it
y'all
like
was
go
drinking.
from the tips of his toes like up to the top of his head,
Yeah.
and then all the shit, and then it just everything just like emptied.
Yeah.
So now that you say that it wasn't a fun experience, I mean, I'm pretty sure that. Okay, so it's not fun. You already know it's supposed to be scary. So
I
did you
didn't
go
do it
there
yet.
in that mindset of like not for a fun time, but for something to be more therapeutic?
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm pretty sure like
Well,
maybe
you
the
were-
other 8
you
people
were-
from all around the world probably went there for some kind of therapeutic purposes.
You
not
were-
just to have a fun time. Because
yeah.
I like to have fun, bro, but I ain't finna go over there and do this shit to go have some fun.
Well, I
Because
don't
it sounds
think
scary.
it's not-
So it's more than some fun. It's more.
It's like a
therapeutic purposes, right?
therapeutic
Spiritually.
or spiritual, yeah,
Spiritual,
yeah, right.
therapeutic
Yeah.
purposes, right? So you knew that, right?
So by the
that's
time-
why you was probably all good with it.
So by the time the last time I threw up, I thought I was done, but it came from the very bottom of my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And the film, like the film that came out, it was like hella thick. I was like, dude, this shit was
Like what
it
the
was,
fuck was that? That
Yeah,
was in
it
my
was-
Did
fucking
you start
mind.
Yeah.
asking Shaman
It
like,
was like,
where, Shaman,
where all
what
this
the
come from?
fuck is this, Mr. Shaman?
And all the snot, like
You didn't want to ask nobody? Like you didn't trip you out?
what?
You didn't blurt out and be like, "Hey, bro, what the fuck is all this
Nah,
stuff?"
it's not that. Yeah, it's not that time really to be be hella
shit.
vocal about it. You
I
know?
would have been like, "Bro, what is this stuff?"
Yeah, it's a personal experience.
Y'all owe
But
me an
like,
explanation.
Like yeah, that last part, it was just yeah, we've all thrown up before, but yeah, that feeling or the shit that came out was just, yeah, it felt like more than just, you know what I mean? Like more than just what was in your stomach. It was like something built up like in your mind, and it just came out that way. And all the snot, it was like hella snot came out of my nose. Like that shit was built up too from all the abuse from whatever I've been doing. And the tears were coming out. I didn't realize I was crying. I didn't know if I was crying because.
But I cry when I'm just playing on hungover.
You probably was crying because you was throwing up.
From drinking too much, I'll be crying. I mean, don't tell nobody, but I mean, tears do come out.
Yeah, but it was my shit. That first trip only lasted like 2 hours. I was the first one. I was the first one to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I came out. I was like, damn, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Just like, what the fuck was that? But I was kind of relieved, you know what I mean? I was like, dude, I'm like, that was cool and all, but I'm not in a rush to, like, I was like, dude, I got to do this shit 2 more times.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
Oh, it was
like, yeah, I thought it was a
3-time deal?
Yeah, I thought it was a salve.
Wow. So you didn't see anything like.
Oh, wait. You said this 3, you did this shit 3 times?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So, but you didn't see anything like how, you know how people be saying like they see like people or like elves or like, you know what I'm saying? Like you didn't see none of that shit?
Elves.
No, seriously, supposedly like there's mechanical elves and shit like that you'll see when
I never,
yeah.
Out of all the times I did it, I never seen anything like that. I got close, but.
I'd have been like, you know what?
Yeah, some people.
1 time's enough. We go do shit 2 more times?
Yeah, some people were saying they were talking to dead relatives.
Really?
I mean, yeah, people like, and I was like, yeah, that shit was kind of a trip to me because they were crying and shit, and they were like really having a conversation with them.
Yeah.
One of them, one of them was like, this chick was like, she was having a conversation with her sister, I think, and fuck, I don't remember.
The chick was in your group.
Yeah.
Okay, so
was this the one that freaked out?
Are there other groups?
Huh?
When that night that Brandon was like less, was that the one that freaked out?
Which one?
No.
But this was real. How do I explain it? I think she was asking about her mom, their mom, because I think she passed too.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Where's she at?" And she was like, I think she was reincarnated already, because she.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, hey, keep this shit to yourself. You're taking mine.
Yes, her sister was in between.
Yeah.
Like kind of in limbo.
Trying to be high right now.
But she was like, yeah, don't worry about me. Like, look where I'm at. It's fucking beautiful up here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when she told me that, I was like, fuck. Like, I didn't see no dead people. I didn't see my grandma or mom. I would have been, you know what I mean? Been tripping.
So were there other groups there? Or was just y'all group at one time? There were other groups within this facility?
No, it was just one group.
Huh?
It was just one group?
Yeah, there was like 8 of us that night.
But he's asking if was there multiple groups?
Oh, no, they had it.
I just asked them, hey, were there other groups?
They got it to where,
other groups.
The group we were with, they were already there for a couple of days. That was like their second trip.
So kind of overlap staggers and shit?
Yeah, so they were,
So when y'all be in y'all sleeping bags and that shit's about to hit, you hear some other motherfuckers when that shit's already hitting down the street or down a couple huts?
Oh, that too. Like, shit, 20, 30 minutes in, you just hear hella people throwing up.
From
one
huts?
after the other.
Not even in your hut? In your hut clique?
No, just one hut. One after the other. And that shit's weird, too.
So, okay, one hut, y'all group.
One hut.
Y'all group. And all y'all motherfuckers in this one hut.
Yes, one
group. But then
group.
it's hella huts.
No, it's just one hut.
So who did you hear other from another group? Like,
in that one hut.
Oh, in the one hut. I thought it was like other groups at a time.
How big is the hut?
It's like probably the size is not that big.
But you get what I'm saying though, right? Did they bring other groups at a time for y'all to be
No, it's just one group.
Oh, okay,
one group,
right,
one hut.
Right.
And then hut. People are throwing up right at one after the other. And yeah, that shit is weird because you're like, but I'm high as fuck. Everybody's throwing up. What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah,
this shit is weird.
Fuck.
You know, I even know some weird shit. I gotta pick. Hey, can we take a break? Yeah, let's take a break.
Beer here, beer there, beer everywhere.
All right, welcome back. We just had to, cut the check real quick and pay the bills, man. It's a little commercial break.
This episode of Out of Pocket Live is brought to you by AOF. AOF is located at 693 Monterey in the back of Hef's Barbershop. Come on down to get all your fresh, all-out foul gear.
I'll just stop talking.
or buy yourself a hat. Winter's coming. Got to keep that head toasty.
Yeah. All right. Back to you, Jeremy.
In 3, 2, 1. Well, we're recording already? Oh, shit. Damn. Nigga did a whole motherfucking ad and shit, man. You better edit that shit out for real.
Okay, let's fast forward to the second trip was that was the one. So we did it again. They upped my dose.
The second trip was the one.
Yeah,
not the first trip.
So we done talking about
that was like a warm
trip.
up.
Okay.
That was a warm up. So we're gonna fast forward to the second trip.
Okay.
Recap the first trip, bud. So
just a quick recap.
Sleeping bag.
No, that was just
all right. Yeah. Okay. So
that was a warm up. Second trip, I was like, fuck. I was scared to do it again. I was like, but I knew it had to be done.
Okay.
And yeah, they upped my dose a little bit.
To what?
Like, there's lines on the cup, and I was like, yeah, I could take a little more.
So instead of a white liner, you know what I'm saying, you got like a double. What you got, like a double, triple?
Like they just added a little more.
Okay.
So, yeah, the second trip, it was way more intense, and I fully let go. Cause the first
you fought it.
The first trip it was like, like a warm up, and when I threw up, I really got on my hands and knees.
Were you praying to like
let it?
So the purge was stronger.
Yeah, let it.
Damn, it got worse.
I let it go
on the second one.
Yeah, this is the second one.
Okay.
The visuals were stronger, and I threw up again. It was more of the same shit, just way stronger.
So the visuals though, like
the visuals got stronger with the strength of your purges.
Yeah.
The stronger you threw up, the stronger your visuals got.
Yeah.
Okay. So now the visuals though, I know it can be like hard to describe or whatever, but like, can you like describe a little bit of like besides like just like GC and Geo, like the kaleidoscope shit?
Yeah. So, when I threw up, like there was a moment I was peaking, when every time I threw up, and I was uncomfortable the whole time, and all the negative energy, it was like way more coming out.
Oh shit! So it took a tilt on the negative scale more.
Okay. Like all the nasty, evil, like disturbing thoughts.
You was purging more God.
Like it was, it showed me all of that. Everything that I thought it was. I knew I had sick thoughts in my head. Like I knew I was a piece of shit. You know what I mean? But it just showed me, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, this is crazy." Me, I mean. I was kind of, I was kind of like disgusted with myself. Like every single negative thought. I don't want to get into details. I'll keep some of that to myself. But
porn history.
Yeah, but I literally felt. I'm gonna get to that. I literally felt like
he's a freak.
like a monster. Like the monster was coming out, and I realized what what I'm capable of. Like I'm a Gemini, so all the good and bad. And I was coming in and out of like being a monster, and then trying to bring the love back into my thoughts and into my heart and shit. And I was kind of hippie.
Regardless of like astrology signs and shit, like don't you think everybody is like like you know what I'm saying? Everybody has that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
and that's what
you felt the reason why you were purging more is because more negativity came out you.
Yeah, so and this time I fully let go. Wasn't forcing it, but I was just like, blah, 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 like just
like the Exorcist type, fucking
letting it all, because I had some experience, so I was on my hands and knees.
This time you was wanting to let it go, like rather than being forced to throw up from the first time. Now you was wanting to throw that shit up, right?
Yeah. And the bucket, the bucket's like a symbol of like, like throwing all that shit away and just leaving it, leaving it behind.
Yeah. So every time you see a Lowe's or a Home Depot now, like,
what kind of bucket was it? Was it from Home
Depot? Just a regular plastic
Pass
bucket.
by Home Depot, he was like,
But the
pass by
Lowe's,
like goblins.
Like when I spit, it was like it was like fuck you, I'll leave this shit behind. Like
the purge became more meaningful to you.
Yeah, it did. And I had my hoodie on. I'm like the shit was hella dramatic. Like I could see the look in my face. It was like an evil look in my like.
Wait, you were looking in the mirror?
No, I was just like, I had my hoodie on.
Yeah.
You know, and then looking up like on all.
So
fours,
you could like see yourself.
Yeah, like I was
like you were
myself.
outside, or you were picturing yourself, or you were like outside your body looking at yourself.
Yeah, but I just had an evil look on my face, breathing hella hard because you know, the altitude. Like I was exhausted.
So at this point, I can imagine it not being fun at first, all the side effects, the negative side effects. But at this point now, it's like you was with the shit already. You're like, yes, nigga, let me purge.
It's like fucking.
Right now, you're with it. You're like invested in it now. You're like, this is what it is. This is. I know what this means. So let me get up in this bitch. And
I was like, fuck it.
Let me.
Just like the
like a savage.
Yeah, like a savage.
Like you wanted to do it now because you know what it meant. It wasn't like too much of a question to you, like, why the fuck am I feeling sick?
Yeah, and I was embracing all of it. I was like, fuck it.
Okay.
Like the evil is coming out. Wow. I'm like, fuck it. Let it, you know, let it be.
Let me get the demons out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
Okay.
And I was on my hands and knees. I ended up But
during this, it wasn't nothing tight where like you throw up and you're like,
okay, yeah.
Dope.
So like,
was there any of that? Like, damn, it's tight.
So were
it
you?
Don't sound like nothing was tight.
Were you having visions?
Yeah,
though?
the visions. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna get to. That's when I was peaking. It was like I had a Dragon Ball Z moment. Like I was on my hands and knees.
You thought you was Goku or something?
Yeah,
like you went Super Saiyan?
It was like a cartoon. I just remember orange and yellow was like the light was shining through me, like not on me.
Like you were glowing with. Yeah. You was like Bruce Leroy in the Last Dragon.
You were at one with the Lowe's bucket.
And I'm breathing hella hard on my hands and knees, like, you know what I mean? Like, just looking manly, and I was in and out of like being a monster, and then trying to, you know, I was thinking about all the people that I loved in my life, trying to bring, you know,
the positivity back.
Trying to struggle with.
So it sounds like you got a grip a little bit. The second time you got a grip, and then you kind of understood more of it rather than being focused on the negative side effects from the first time, right?
So what were the visions like?
I'm trying to ask him something here.
It was.
My bad. It's all good.
It's hard to explain a bit, but the visions were strong. It was just. I just remember it was fucking lit as fuck. It was red and orange, and I kept seeing the number 6 for some reason.
The number 6.
Yeah, when I was throwing
that's a
up.
Lucky number.
Yeah, when I was throwing up, and then as it was falling, like the goo was like showing like the number 6, spelling it out. And I was wondering what that was.
He was praying to the 6 God.
Yeah, I was wondering. What it was. I was like, dude, is that the mark of the beast or whatever? And I found out later, you know, 6 is a positive number, like change and love, and like, I don't know, like a.
It's funny how they make 666 an evil number.
Yeah, it's funny that, you know, my geography is really bad, and you're in Peru, not Brazil. So I'm thinking of Amazon and that's 6 fucking letters almost, right? That's geography.
But yeah, as like that moment lasted for like 30 minutes, but it felt liberating.
Did I just say that?
Like empowering for some reason, but I was scared at the same time, because all my senses were heightened. Like the love was at its peak, and then the hate and the evil shit was at its peak, and I'm struggling going back and forth. Like I was like laughing, like I wanted to be evil, and then I was coming back. I was crying. You know, I ain't crying like, dude, what the fuck is going on? And then
basically looking like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was crying, I was laughing, I was, you know, going back and forth.
Yeah, this is some shit you need to do in the jungle and not around me.
I mean, on some real shit, but like, I don't even know if I could do that around like a bunch of people that I don't even know. I don't know if I would feel comfortable.
Yeah, the thing is, that's what they tell you at that point. Like, you don't want to worry about that.
That's true.
Like, when I was in that moment, I was like, nothing.
Yeah, you didn't care.
Mattered.
You didn't care at that point.
Nothing mattered. In between, I'm hearing people throw up, and the shit didn't. You know,
everybody else was going through their own fucking trip at the same time. It's not like they were all sober, fucking staring at you like you were some kind of science experiment or something.
I can see that. Because if I was like somewhere deep in the jungle where none of my homies was around.
To be honest with you, earlier when I hit that pen, I didn't want to fucking hit it and go all the way. Because these motherfuckers are staring at me like I was some kind of science experiment. But I was like, I felt kind of weird, right? You know what I'm saying?
That shit.
Got you on my phone.
But
damn,
when I was going through that moment, I was praying like this on my hands and knees, or like on the floor.
Who was you praying to?
And I don't know.
Who were you praying to?
It was like some God or me, or you know what I mean? I felt like I was part of God, you know? Like
I could dig that. Like part of the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, people have their opinions like, you know, God is like some other dude, but I think, you know, God is within all of us.
I don't think God is like a man or a woman. I don't think.
Yeah, I think
like,
it's just everything. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
But I acknowledge that, and it showed me. I feel like it was telling me what I'm capable of, or all of us are capable of.
Yeah.
I felt like fucking the chosen one. You know what I mean? But I feel like all of us, you know, are destined to do great things. You know what I mean? And it just showed me our potential. Like that moment was, it's hard to explain, but that shit was weird as fuck.
So that was the second round, right?
That was the second round.
So first round, you was warming up into it. You was getting all the negative side effects. You were like shocked, like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Lava, hot magma water, throwing up. I ain't even eat nothing. I'm throwing up a bunch of shit. The second round. Okay, so how long did you have to rest between this first and second round?
We did 2 nights in a row.
What, damn, back to back?
Yeah, we had like 2 meals in between. So
oh shit, what you eat?
It was clean food, no meat, no dairy, just
clean food mean?
Just what we needed.
Like just vegetarian, like vegan.
Yeah, it was
vegan.
good.
Did you eat soybeans?
But
Edamame.
But during that time, towards the end of it, I started hearing like a girl moaning, like some perverted shit. Right. It was like the back right side of me. I was like, "But what the fuck is that?" Because sex was the furthest thing from my mind.
Yeah.
No.
And like, it felt negative though. It didn't feel, you know, euphoric. I was asking myself, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
It wasn't like what?
Somebody was watching porn.
Yeah. And I was
thinking like somebody stuck their phone in.
I was thinking because some of the girls, like, when they're throwing up, it sounds like they're moaning. I was wondering if it was that.
Yeah.
Or then I was wondering, like, is this the, my thoughts of women, like,
you're
the
like
lust coming out?
Your subconscious.
How the fuck you throw up and sound seductive?
Like the lust, like my lust for women was coming out.
That doesn't sound good.
So what was it?
Like, bitch,
I was asking. I was like, man, what the fuck is
Keep
this?
that shit to yourself.
I was like, what the fuck is this? And it kind of went away.
So you think that was in your head?
Yeah, part of it, or maybe it was this girl throwing up next to me. But
no, you were thinking about some bitches moaning.
Yeah, it felt eerie. I was like, well, what is that?
That was an auditory hallucination.
Yeah, I was asking myself, like, man, like,
he was horny.
Like my relationship with women or my thoughts with women. Like, should I stop calling them bitches? Do I even give a fuck? Does it matter? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it does matter.
Am I looking at women in a negative light, or should I look at them in a positive light more?
Positive light.
Because I do respect women, but you know what I mean? Like, I've been talking shit too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that happened, and then all of a sudden when I was asking it kind of went away, and then all of a sudden, that moment, it faded away, and the light, I didn't see the orange red light, and then I tried to get up, I was still on my knees, I was like this, trying to catch my breath, and then I got dizzy, and then my face fell into the pillow. Like, cause face down, ass up.
Did you bite the pillow? When you fell on this pillow, did you land with your mouth open?
I did, but it was like this. It was like face down, ass up, my eyes wide open.
Upon landing, did you bite?
Fuck, I gotta piss again. Hey, could we?
Fuck you mean?
Was it something I said? Fuck.
I gotta piss again.
What are you How old are you? But you can't hold.
As soon as I say something, can we take a break?
Hey man, I'm the one that's been sitting here sipping on the fucking Modelo the
BJ,
whole fucking
Mono,
time.
Cut it.
Huh?
What the hell are you talking about, man?
He don't need no break. Well, maybe he might. Okay.
Yeah, so I fell on my face, and then I thought it was going away, like. Okay. And I got up, looked around, everything was still kind of blurry, so I thought it was going away, so I started laughing. Laughing like, man, what the fuck was that? I don't know where these niggas went, but I was gone.
Yeah.
And I thought it was fading away, but it lasted for like another 30 minutes, like at least 30 minutes, and I was ready for that shit to go.
So at that point, it wasn't tight. You was tripping.
Were you having the time dilation, like looking at the clock and shit?
I thought it was done, but it lasted for 30 more minutes.
You're like, hey, shit, I was tripping. That was tight.
Yeah.
But it sounds like that wasn't tight.
Yeah.
So that's when I started.
For my phone immediately.
That's when I kept twitching. I was getting restless, and I was hearing echoes, like I was still hearing echoes and like fucking like spirits laughing or some shit. It was like the last.
Oh, like they was fucking with you.
Yeah,
or
like the last
like,
part of it was like, you ain't done yet, but we still gonna fuck with you a little bit.
Hey nigga, how many hours was this happening for?
This one was like, dude, almost 4 hours.
4?
Yeah,
that's half a shift.
And then I felt like
damn. That's 8 episodes or something.
It was like electric. Like it was like
That's 8 episodes of Ozark, bro.
That's 8 episodes of Martin or something. I don't know, something.
it was like electric like pulses.
Martin, yeah.
8 episodes of Ozark is 8 hours. Dude.
That's 4 hours. 8 episodes, yeah.
You're fucking up the math right now.
Yeah,
Anyway,
It was like electric pulses throughout my body. Like it was like poking. It didn't hurt, but it was like poking me throughout the body. Like it like it was like trying to get the last.
and this is hour number 4.
Yeah, like the last.
Damn, blood.
Like the last shit out of me.
And so phase 1, how many hours is that?
Like 2 hours.
Oh, okay, 2. I was gonna say if you did 4 hours then, and then 4 hours now, and then 4 hours later on, like that's like 12, 16 hours. Girls give birth in that much time, blood. And you're doing this shit hallucinating.
But yeah,
But
when
you
I
might
was
as well
having
just had a fucking baby.
Yeah.
like
I mean,
go back to when I was peeing, like the shaman came back, was behind me when I was having that moment. He came like at the perfect time. He was like, chanting, and I felt it behind me, and I needed that because I was fucking tripping. I was scared.
What do you say to comfort you, bro?
The chanting helps,
Yeah, it does.
What do you say in Spanish?
Like, it helps.
It helps to like keep you like grounded.
Yeah. And he was like right behind me when I was like fucking.
Did you understand what he
moment.
said? Anything at all? Did you pick up any words in Spanish? Did you pick up anything?
Was he chanting in Spanish or was he chanting in
it was like some, I couldn't tell what it was.
Anything about something
he was
being
just
bueno.
singing.
It's all bueno.
That's what I'm saying. Like, was it like a Native American language or
I asked
it
this
was
earlier. It's not indigenous, bro.
It was like
with
their
the times.
native. Yeah, it was their native language.
Their
Yeah.
native language.
Not Spanish?
Not Spanish.
Oh, yeah. Well, then that would have made me feel better. Because I'd have been like, dude, you're just speaking Spanish right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not helping me.
Yeah, but I was. Yeah, where is that at?
So we're like towards the end of your second trip, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So at the end of it, okay. Next day, you got one more left, right?
No, towards the end. Well, towards the end of that trip, I was still like I thought I was done, but I was curled up in a fetal position. Like I was hella tired. I was exhausted, and then I was kind of laughing and then crying, and then I was trying to close my eyes, but my eyes were wide open, and like I was hearing.
This is the third time?
I was still tweaked out.
Wait, so you're trying to close your eyes, but your eyes wouldn't close.
Yeah, it wouldn't close. Yeah. And I was hearing echoes, and then
This is the third time?
the second time.
Second time. Okay, it's the end of the second time.
Yeah, and it was like I was still struggling to, get out of the trip. I was laughing and crying and out of breath. Like feeling vulnerable and then like.
Yeah, man, I don't think I want to do this
shit.
You
feel sorry for you. Make me feel bad.
I don't
think you want to go file a complaint with these niggas, man. Like, dude, why you do my?
Yeah, that's what
like
it felt
that?
like exorcism. I was like, my body was sore. I was, I was like this, like my eyes wide open, hearing voices and shit.
Okay, and so after that, everything was all good though.
Yeah, after that, fucking.
You went to sleep.
I had to take a shit. I had to take a fat ass shit.
Did you have a good night's sleep after that?
It was.
Or did you toss and turn and think about like all the?
Yeah, I was thinking about what the fuck just happened.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to fuck around here, but did you take a shit? Because they say, no matter what time of day it is, or no matter what you're going through, the time you take a shit, it's always a sense of relief, no matter what.
That is true.
Yeah, because it's coming out one way or another. Because one of the dudes on the third trip, he said he didn't throw up.
Mad earlier,
but he shitted it all out. Yeah. The second time, Brandon didn't feel shit. He took like 2 big ass cups.
Yeah.
And sometimes it does that. It's like it doesn't feel like showing you whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of happened to me the third time. Like the energy was off. Like the group was different.
You didn't even purge at all or anything?
No, I did the third time.
So the third time, I could imagine the third time being that you went through all the negative side effects that you were trying to get a grip on the first time.
Yeah.
The second time you was with the shit. You knew why you were purging and you wanted to purge more. You knew what the benefits were of it. You knew that it was a cleanse after a while, right?
I got mine on the second one.
You were more in touch, right? So the third time must have been gold, right?
No, the third time
it wasn't.
I was wondering like what else does it have to show me? Because I'm like, dude, they showed me goddamn.
It showed you everything already.
But you in the finals, you're supposed to be like, this is it.
No. So I took it the third time and the energy was off. Like the group was different. And
you got a new group?
When it started to kick in, one of the dudes was he was really vocal. He was like, like blood. Yeah, everything. Yeah, the
This
energy
is why
fell
I was
off.
asking about the different huts and the different motherfuckers, the different groups. I'm
And-
like, is there different?
What ethnicity was he?
You was
I
like,
don't
what
know,
day
some
is
white
you
dude.
on? Which hut you come from, bro? What hut and what day are you from and why are you here?
But
I
in
ain't
between,
seen-
the nurses are hella, they're hella helpful. Like
Yeah.
they're asking you,
nigga
they're
left his
reminding
group.
you to drink water, after you throw up, or like, are you see, you know what I mean? Like, are you having visuals, shit like that? Putting a blanket over you if you're cold.
Yeah.
I'll be
Just
like,
making
this
sure you're
water. You
comfortable.
better give me this magma water.
Yeah, but this time, like,
Oh, regular
it
water.
kind of came and went. It showed me a little abracadabra. Like, even when I threw up, I didn't feel, that evil shit coming out. It was just like, whatever.
You were already cleansed at
Yeah.
that
So
point.
third round was good for you, right? You liked it?
Nah, it was like nothing really
No,
happened.
not yet.
You just
I just
you threw up anyway, but you didn't.
Yeah,
really,
I started to see the visuals, and then it went away. Because the
Like how
energy was
fast?
throwing me off. Like, yeah, I was gone, like, with less than an
My
hour.
bad.
Like,
I'm just
no,
really
less than 2
digging
hours.
and searching for the fun part.
So I could have took another shot, but then I was like, I didn't want to chase. I didn't want to chase it. I was like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was pretty much it. But Brandon, his second time, he didn't feel shit.
Where's
The
this
third
motherfucker
time,
at tonight?
I know he should have been here. I was talking to him earlier about it,
yeah,
and
but-
like he was telling me it was a little weird. Like the
It was
experience.
a little tickle. This shit
It
really
was a little
fucked with me.
weird.
Yeah.
Like
I do
he
hot
was,
yoga.
He was saying like motherfuckers.
I got
be-
endurance.
He said he was like after you purge and shit. He was like motherfuckers would like be touching you and shit. He'd be like, they'd be like, "Are you seeing visions?"
yeah, yeah, they're like whispering, trying to, just making sure.
I'm trying to have a good time, but I'm busy throwing up over the shit you gave me.
Yeah, just making sure, like, if you're getting
Yeah.
because then they'll give you another dose.
So
Yeah.
overall,
Yeah.
after that third part,
Yeah.
So did you feel some kind of sense of it being beneficial, or you is some kind of positive?
Yeah, I was done after that. I was
What do
like,
you mean done? Like, did you feel like you?
No,
was just,
after the whole experience, like you know what I'm saying.
No,
Like,
during
yeah,
the
it
third
took some
time-
time to reflect. I was like, how, like when I go home, how much is gonna change? What am I gonna change? Or because people gotta keep asking me if I'm a changed man. I'm like,
Yeah.
I changed, but I didn't do a complete 180. Like I'm gonna fucking.
you
still
changed your
it's still a
headgear. I mean, you got
process.
some new head stuff that you wearing. I mean, you changed
yeah,
that.
you do got the new
Yeah, I got turned
headbands
out.
and shit. Yeah.
But
Got these new beads. Got a little new couple.
but
new
it's still a
necklaces.
process.
Yeah.
I come back home, I'm
You
like,
shining.
it's still up to me to apply that shit. Apply that shit to.
So overall, it
Rest
was,
of my life.
therapeutic. You would
It
recommend
was.
it.
Yeah. I want to see you guys do it. I want to see what kind of demons you guys fucking.
Fuck
Man,
with
I don't know.
goblins,
I'm kind
I don't
of
fuck with demons.
I'm kind of scared to be honest with you. Like
I thought about my own
I don't-
toilet.
I don't
not
know
in
if
no
I'm
Lowe's
ready.
Like, how would
bucket.
you?
I don't know if I'm
what
ready
we
for
doing
all
all
that.
the time? How was your guys' experience?
With what?
With,
Like
with
the first time,
with
yeah,
DMT?
the first time I did DMT. Was
The first time
I've never.
first time was me, you, L, and Jay, and you were still living over there in Pacifica, and there's nothing in here. I remember, Blade, you called me and was like, "Yo, are you ready?" And I was like, "The fuck you mean, nigga? Are you ready?" Like, "Yo, do DMT." I'm like, "I guess, nigga." He was like, "Hurry up, get over here." And then like, I remember we drove to that one little lookout spot, and we all had a pipe, and like we all hit it at the same time, and like I just remember feeling.
Oh, you
like,
were in the car with us? With me,
yeah.
James, and L? Oh, yeah.
I just remember feeling like G-forces was like pressing down on me, and I look over to my left, and L is like, "It feels like a never-ending drop zone. Like I'm in a rocket ship." And like I'm just like, "Fuck it." And then like, but I just remember closing my eyes and just like seeing all kinds of crazy shit, and like you're playing this fucking song, and like it's changing everything that I see, and like.
Yeah, I wasn't even supposed to do it. I was supposed to babysit.
Yeah.
And I ended up hitting it. I was
Yeah.
gone too.
You always
we were
say
playing
that.
Jimi Hendrix.
And I remember like you started playing Jimmy, and I remember when you started playing Jimmy, you started like knocking your head, and like all I was seeing was traces of your fucking head, and I was like, what the fuck? Man?
Yeah, James'
You know
head
what
was
I mean?
in a bubble. He was laughing and shit.
Yeah,
First time I did it was with you guys.
yeah. Me and you didn't want to do it by yourself, so I.
So shut up.
I
Come on,
ended
man.
up
You
doing
gotta
it
tell
with
everybody.
you. What you mean, man?
I was scared.
Let's keep it 100.
Yeah,
100.
Yeah, Mike was tripping. I was like, "Blood, if you were sad, like you trust
Yeah.
me, right?" I was like, "Just do that
Hey,
shit." And he,
See? He always tries to play like
Hey,
he
that's-
but then he just watches you.
You're when
Hey, cool, I got you, man. I'm watching, I'm watching.
when I did it with you though, that was my favorite time, but because fucking we both hit it at the same time, and I just remember you grabbing the chair that you was sitting on, and you lifted yourself up. You were like, "Oh shit!" I don't know what the fuck I was tripping on. This shit is tight.
Yeah, and then this nigga was doing cartwheels in my backyard. I was like, I told you. I told you what.
Damn, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, fine, I did cartwheels.
But like how, like
So?
to explain to people that haven't done it, like how, you know, other than getting high, like, cause I don't do this.
It's just uplifting. It's life changing. It's mind changing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it is. It's all of that.
Yeah, and it's so good, and it's also scary equivalently to the amount that it's good.
I don't know if like
you don't want to keep. It's like you. It's so good and so scary that you want to do it, you want to enjoy it, but you also at the same time want to respect it.
Yeah,
and you don't want to fuck around.
It's definitely not something that you want to abuse. For sure.
I don't think it's like it's not something I want to do.
And I
all
think
the time.
For myself, I think it's too good of a feeling that I just like. Man,
I don't know.
I don't want to just keep doing this, man. I just want to leave it at that.
If
you know, leave it at that.
You know how like people be like saying like open your third eye and shit.
I'm not like you guys. I'm not hardcore like that.
That's what I feel like about it. Like when you really go on like a good one.
I didn't hit it one time and was like, let's go to Peru now.
It's like this extra sense opens up, and then all that shit that you're seeing, like the geometric patterns and like if you look at plants and they're fucking pulsing with life and all this shit, it's like
I never seen a plant pulse with life though.
You're seeing like the vibrations and shit of everything. Like even that's why like music affects it differently. Like when you listen to music, the different sound waves and shit, like it'll change like the shit that you see. You know what I'm saying?
It's like all your senses.
I'm not saying it's highly recommended, but I'm telling you, I don't fuck with I don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with anything that makes me paranoid. I don't fuck with anything that gets me out of my element, to take me out of my space, to make me this.
You get that
paranoid
one,
and scared. You know
you get that one with the
universe. But I fuck with that
moment.
shit, and it was all right. It was a little bit of everything. It was like it took me out of my element. It made me a little scared. It made me have a lot of motherfucking fun, but it made me also like I was able to maintain it.
Yeah.
And I was able to be like, I'm not ever gonna do this shit again. Let's just leave it like that.
Yeah, all your senses,
But
the sounds,
again.
Everything gets enhanced. Yeah.
And you see the grid and that flower life.
Yeah, we was in his backyard.
Yeah.
Me and you.
Yeah.
Fuck, I gotta piss, dude.
Oh, you gotta go pee-pee again.
Oh, you gotta go pee-pee. How old are you?
We gotta pay these bills. We gotta cut that check.
How much time we got? I gotta piss, bro.
Like 15 minutes.
All right, let me take a piss.
What you mean?
Blood, I gotta piss, dude.
Come on, blood.
You got a small bladder.
And we're back.
Pay the bills really fast. Cut that check.
Right.
And shit. I had to go pee really bad.
All right, so where was we?
But yeah, you had to go pee so many times, dude. You was in a hut, motherfucker, for like 17, 18 motherfucking days. Where did you pee at?
So
in the lowest bucket.
So we gotta wrap this up soon, but if there's one thing we can explain to people why it's so important to share this with everybody, it's not just about, getting fucked up off some drugs. Well, I don't really consider it a drug, as people like to label it. But what's one thing we could try to explain on why it's important to share this and try to open up people's mind to look at it as an alternative medicine, that's not accepted, in our society.
All right, bro, I can tell you why I was tight. Alternative medicine, I can't tell you why. I could scientist or a healthcare professional.
I could definitely see like the benefits of it being a therapeutic thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes you face things that maybe you normally wouldn't want to face. But at the same time, it kind of lets you know that shit is okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I could see how it has like, it could have mental benefits, like, because afterwards you really feel good. You know what I mean? Like you feel light, you feel, if you were depressed at all, like after you go through that trip, like you realize like, oh, I don't need to feel that way anymore. You know what I'm saying? Type of shit. You know?
People with depression or PTSD. I was watching some shit on Instagram, like a lot of veterans or soldiers that suffer from depression and all that traumatic shit that they went through, like all the death and shit. Like, they go there and it helps them.
It helps.
It's hard.
It's
hard to
explain unless you go through it.
They face it and they accept what they did, and try to be okay with it.
Yeah.
So let me tell you why it's tight.
Go ahead.
I've been saying this whole fucking time why it's tight. Rewind that shit, motherfucker. It's tight because of why, like I said earlier,
some stress.
Before the commercial break when we had to cut the check.
And I don't know, man. If there's people out there who are like looking for like proof of like some kind of like a higher existence or like a God per se, you know, like this is something that you might want to go and try to experience because honestly, it's a trip, but it's probably one of the most spiritual experiences I've ever had in my life. You know what I mean? Like something that religion or something has never given me.
I think it could expand your spirituality and expand your mind as far as open up doors in your mind that you didn't know you had doors to. And I'm not a spiritual motherfucker. Like I said, I'm like super scared of all kinds of shit like this. I'm kind of against it.
It opens up to what's possible.
I had bad shroom highs, and that was it. I'm like, fuck.
After experiencing that,
but I hit DMT one time, and it was scary as shit. It was intense as shit. It went away, and it wasn't all that bad, but it was so intense and so good spiritual-wise. I don't even really know what the fuck I'm saying spiritual-wise, because I'm not a spiritual person, but I know it was there. I know it was spiritual.
Well, it was because it's like you lose.
And it was a positive experience, what I'm trying to say. And that is so good of a positive experience that you don't really understand where all this positivity is coming from because you're not spiritual, that you don't, in turn, you don't want to, like, overdo it, or you don't ever want to abuse it, or... You know, shit like that. You gain this new respect for some shit that you don't. You never had this. You never knew you had. Because I don't fuck with shit like this.
Yeah, you definitely.
Being in a hut, bro, I don't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? You're drinking some shit and some magma water and all kinds of stuff with a shaman and all kinds of crap. Bro, send me the fuck home. Keep my money. I'm out of this motherfucker. I don't play with shit like this, bro. You know what I'm saying? But fucking with DMT and doing it opened up my horizons.
Okay. So let me ask you this.
It broadened my horizons.
Let me ask you this. How would you feel about maybe like when your kids are old enough, like allowing them to do that?
No, please no.
To experience that.
No, because if they're along the lines of doing it, that means they're doing some shit that I've been fucking doing. I don't want them doing the shit that I've been doing.
But see, it's a difference between like psychedelics and like
I guess you reach another fucking point of spirituality or whatever, more higher than I did because I didn't reach that much. No, my daughter, no, my other daughter, no, my son, no, don't fuck with it. No, it's bad.
Yeah, I feel you.
Everything's bad. It's all fucked up. I hope you don't even watch this shit.
Yeah, I feel
you. Edit all this shit.
I feel you. You always want to protect your kids. I'm curious.
I would want them to experience it when they're, if they're open to it and they're ready someday. I mean, it's something I want everybody to experience when they're ready, or if you're curious.
I'm like, all right, well, when you're 40, and go holler at your Uncle G when he's 70, and you go fuck with him.
Yeah, but
because I don't fuck with shit like this.
But there's a wave coming. Like, not a lot of people know about it, but it's becoming people are starting to.
It's never going to be like a mainstream thing, but it'll definitely develop like some kind of like a cult.
If it ever went that way, something's really bad about it. Something really bad. Motherfuckers are taking it out of context if it becomes mainstream and something that's.
I don't think it ever can, man, because like some people.
Man, a lot of shit can, and a lot of shit should not be mainstream, and a lot of shit has went there, and a lot of shit is already right now that motherfuckers is fucking with and making songs about.
But the reason why they're doing it, a place is called Etnica's, by the way, and they're a bunch of great people.
Who?
Etnica's, that's the place.
That you guys went to?
Yeah.
I was like, who's Etnica?
And we had to volunteer 2 days, like mandatory. That's where I got Yuna from.
Yeah.
Like we had to volunteer at one of Mother Teresa's sanctuaries.
Oh, well, check it out, but not everybody. If this shit starts touching, a lot of the people and. Not everybody's gonna go to Peru and fucking take a little vision quest spiritual getaway.
It costs money to do that
to really understand the whole shit behind it. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody is gonna do that. So
yeah, but DMT it's out here.
I mean, I don't know. I under the right circumstances.
I was just playing about how I did DMT.
Under the right circumstances, like it's definitely. Something that I see benefit, even if it's just something you do once in your life. It's psychedelics, whether it's shrooms or DMT or LSD or whatever. Like, it's definitely something that's beneficial to the mind. You know what I mean?
Not everybody's ready for it,
but not everybody's ready for it. That's true too. Not everybody's ready for it.
I suggest people, look into it if you're curious.
Yeah, if you're curious, make sure you do your homework before you even want to try it.
Proceed with caution.
Yeah, I think you gotta for sure. To know that you can, and then, or if you are suitable to be fucking with it, you gotta go through you gotta go through life for a minute. There's not some shit where you just go and experiment. That's a new drug. Let's try this shit.
It's true.
this is some shit where I think it is necessary for you to go through life changes. It's necessary for you to be going through some ups and downs and shit like that.
Yeah.
And knowing right from wrong. I mean, go past right from wrong.
I definitely don't recommend like
teenagers
you gotta really
to
do this shit. You understand?
You would have to go through some life shit for like a couple of decades right quick for you to really grasp and understand the shit.
So we got to wrap this up. I know there's two of you, but we got to pick. Yeah.
Say no to drugs.
Oh, what's my shit?
Yeah.
What's my shit?
I was going to ask you that. What's your shit? Not just what's your shit, but what's your shit?
Pain Disappeared. Jacka and Appuccino. Devil's Rejects 3.
Wow.
Pain Disappear.
Yeah. That's my shit.
You know what my shit is right now on that DMT. You know what I mean?
Is this it right here?
Yep. That's it right there.
Jacka. R.I.P. Wasilski. If we have time, it'll be Jody High Roller.
Oh yeah. Riff Raff.
Jody right here.
Riff Raff. Jody High Roller produced by Cass.
Thank you. I hope you guys got some good information out of it. But Outta Pocket Live episode 10 with Mike B. Mike B.
NB.
We out this bitch. Thank you. Till next time.
Good night.
Very next day I was sober. Guess what I did?